Parker was found adrift offshore the Republic of Malta in the mainstream sea and was rescued. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure how he escaped entirely. At the moment of medical treatment, Parker returned to position as Special Aid Operations Agent for BSAA's main headquarters. He had to resign, obviously. Kind of sucks, to be honest. O'Brien decided to take responsibility for his actions and stepped down from his position as head of the BSAA. Well, he had to, really. Kind of sucks, but you know, I think, like I said, if I think he'd taken Chris and Jill aside and explained like some deep undercover mission, it probably would have worked out. You know? He's currently an advisor to the BSAA and also writing a detective novel from the comfort of his own home. I love this. Just before Lost in Nightmares, as for Jill and Chris, they have no idea what horrific fate awaits them. I do. That was a little prequel thing to Lost in Nightmares. That's what that little bit was. I love that. I love that. That was cool. And that is it, folks. Resident Evil Revelations, another returning playthrough, has been fully brought back and returned and done. With Metal Gear Rising, obviously. But yeah, like I said originally, I actually think this game was the kind of survival horror that Capcom can be capable of making. But for some reason, 5 and 6, like, what's weird is 6 came out after this, so you would have thought, hey, the Revelations game worked, let's continue that. But no, it's still an over-the-top third-person shooter, just full of action and nothing to do with survival horror whatsoever. But then again, Resident Evil 7 came out since then, so, and like I said, I personally love Resident Evil 5 and 6 anyway, so I don't have, like I said, I don't really have a problem with, you know, what type of game a game is. As long as it's a good and fun game, that's all I care about. And like I said, Resident Evil 5 and 6 were fun games. So, I as of yet not played Resident Evil 7, but maybe I will one day. Maybe I will. I have to, probably, I guess. I mean, I've played almost every single one of them, apart from 3 and Code Veronica. So, you know. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever play 3 and Code Veronica because they're on the, like, the best I could get for them is the PlayStation 3. And, I haven't got one, unfortunately, so I did have one to do the F1 Championship Edition. Maybe I should have done a playthrough of the classic Resident Evil 2 on it, because I never tried what a classic game would look like with my first Elgato Game Capture model, because as you know, the first model has the component cables to record on PlayStation 3 and bypass the not bypass the HDCP lock, but you know, kind of work within the limits of it. So maybe I should have done Resident Evil 2 that way. Maybe I should have done that. I kind of regret not doing that, really. But yeah, that by far is the worst Resident Evil boss of the entire series, because of just how much damage he takes, and the dodge mechanic being off and off. I think the dodge mechanic could have been redone. I really think the dodge mechanic is a bit, what the fuck. I forgot to look for Laura Bailey feigning Jessica was going too fast, but I'm gonna assume she was. Laura Bailey's been in everything since this game then. But yeah, I definitely think the Revelations series as a whole actually is more of a throwback to classic Resident Evil days. I said this during Resident Evil Revelations 2. I felt like it was a great kind of trip back in time with all the references to the old games, and I feel this one does the same thing, you know. But I think with this one, it's more of a nostalgic feeling of the scares and the atmosphere and the music. So I think the Revelations series as a whole is great throwbacks to the Resident Evil classic games. But unfortunately, 4, 5, and 6 don't really follow that. Well, 4 actually is at most almost everybody's favorite Resident Evil game of the modern era, I mean. But 5 and 6 were just so action orientated, and 5 has its flaws, but 5 and 6 have their flaws, but as I said, I love them regardless of the style of game they are. Oh, would you look at that?
Easy, wasn't it? The company let them take Morgan out with the trash.
Tough world.
I'll file the report on this. And by the way, why save Parker?
I have my reasons.
The BSAA isn't as useless as I thought. Things could really heat up.
Indeed. Fun's just getting started.
And that's the case file that kind of oh, there you go. Total deaths of 28. That's the entire game. So I've got a couple of achievements for that. Charge shot 3. Hydra shotgun. And that's it. Yeah, 28 deaths in total, even though that's probably incorrect. Now use the save data with your new game equipment intact. Save clear data, yes. So basically, it's an opportunity for a new game plus, and probably to play on the harder difficulties. So a clear time of 8 hours. Not bad. Select outfits has now been added to the campaign menu. You can now choose new outfit for your characters, really. Let's have a look. God damn it. I didn't unlock any. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know what to do about raid mode. If anyone has the PC version and wants to play raid mode with me and be in my videos, feel free to send a request or whatever. But that's it for Resident Evil Revelations to play through, and obviously, like I said, another one of my classic playthroughs returning to the channel. And it might be the last one, because a lot of classic ones I did, like Call of Duty Ghosts and such, I'm not going to bring those back, mostly because they're Call of Duty, and I don't really like the series anyway, at this point. You know, games like Killzone I didn't like. You know, I'm not going to do games I really don't like. And as much as I like Ghosts, I don't think they're going to do a sequel, because Ghosts was not really that positively received all round, even though I loved the campaign. Yeah, but I didn't like Killzone Shadowfall as a whole at all, so I won't be bringing that back either. Obviously, yearly sport titles are pointless, so I'm not going to bring those back either. So yeah, but Metal Gear Rising and Resident Evil Revelations were two possibilities that I couldn't pass up because I love these games, and I couldn't pass up not doing them. If I find something else that I want to play through one day, I will let you guys know, and you will see it on the channel. So this is the advantage of owning a gaming PC. But like I said, I use a controller, but it has to be controller supported for me to play it. There are a couple of other options I am looking at for the future. Maybe a couple of kind of games themed around a certain missing character in a very popular series. I won't spoil it, but there's a character in a certain series that I really think is underrated, and I would like to go back and experience the 2 games that he was in. And I have the opportunity to do that with my gaming PC, but I'm not sure the controls will work well. What I'll do is I'll test it. I've got it, but I haven't actually booted it up yet. There's a certain series that I'd also like to check out as well, but they're not control supported at all, so I doubt I'll be doing them at all, really. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I start talking forever. And I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this return to Resident Evil Revelations. It's a great game, but if you haven't played it already, I would recommend probably getting the console version. Even though the 3DS, it probably suits it just fine, because that's what it was made for in the first place anyway. So the 3DS would probably be a better option because of that's what it was made for. But the console version holds up really well in my opinion. And like I said, I think it's a great classic throwback to the classic series, just like Revelations 2 was. And that's another reason why I wanted to bring this game back in particular, because I do have Revelations 2 already on the channel, but not the original game. And now I do. So that's another series I can tick off my to-do list, as I've gone full circle with it now, like Gears of War for example. And that's pretty much it. So I'm out of here until the next playthrough. You guys know what to do. Subscribe if you're new and all that good stuff. I will see you later. Peace out.